prompting the opposition to blast the body as a sham designed to keep embattled President Nicolas Maduro in power. An official said on Sunday Venezuela's government is set to press ahead with a vote to elect a constituent assembly on July 30th. A young man who was set on fire last month during a protest died on Sunday, adding to tensions in 2 months of sustained anti-government unrest. In what he says is a bid to bring peace back to the oil-rich nation, Maduro in May announced a plan for a constituent assembly with powers to rewrite the constitution. He had been beset by near-daily street protests. But opponents say Maduro is in fact seeking to dodge national elections and ignored protester demands for an end to crushing food and medicine shortages.
The leader of Colombia's FARC rebels has accused the government of repeatedly breaking the terms of their peace deal and has hinted he may delay the armed group's demobilization. Rodrigo Londono, aka Timoshenko, has called on an international monitoring group to oversee the process. He tweeted, "Given the repeated failure of the government to comply with the peace agreement, the FARC has called for international monitoring." The peace deal ended Latin America's longest-running civil war, which lasted 5 decades. As many as 260,000 people have been killed in the conflict after FARC took up arms in a battle for rural land rights.
Multiple arrests have been made in the US city of Portland after separate protests organised by alternative right activists and their opponents resulted in a face-off. The scuffles erupted less than a fortnight after 2 local men were fatally stabbed while defending 2 teenage girls from anti-Muslim insults. Projectiles were reportedly thrown and weapons confiscated, prompting police to use tear gas and stun grenades.
4 countries in the Middle East have severed their ties with Qatar, accusing the Gulf state of supporting terrorism. This announcement on Saudi Arabian TV was echoed by declarations from Egypt, Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates. It dramatically escalates a dispute over Qatar's support for the Muslim Brotherhood. It's also accused of backing Iran. 3 states have cut transport links with Qatar and given Qatari residents and visitors 2 weeks to leave their countries. In Cairo, Egypt's foreign minister met his Saudi counterpart on Sunday. Their countries, along with Bahrain, have blocked Al Jazeera websites amid a row over reports by Qatar's state-run media channel. It's an unprecedented breach between the most powerful members of the Gulf Cooperation Council. Qatar, which is due to host the Football World Cup in 2022, has previously denied supporting terrorism or Iran.
According to Russian President Vladimir Putin, he hardly spoke at all with former U.S. National Security Advisor Michael Flynn when they sat together at a Moscow dinner in 2015. Flynn's ties to Moscow are under scrutiny in the United States amid allegations of possible Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. He has declined to testify to the Senate Intelligence Committee about his Russian ties, through invoking his constitutional right to avoid self-incrimination.
E nel momento por outro espaço comercial, ora no Back e Deporte CBA.